Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Today's video is going to be about the Freckle math assignment. In order to log on to Freckle, you just go through the Clever website, log on to Clever, and then scroll down. There should be an app that says Freckle Renaissance, and it has a little picture of a cartoon pig on it. You just click on it, and then it might ask you what class you are in. You just pick your teacher's class and that says math. For instance, if it was me, it would say Miss Lunn's math class or whatever it says on there. So for this one, I'm going to do number 1, and then on Thursday, I will do some more. I'll do another example. Just something I want to have you be aware of, that some questions may have more than one answer. So make sure you really read the question carefully and you go through all the options just to see if there's more than one answer, because I know that there's some questions that have more than one answer. So I wrote down the problem that they put on for number 1. I didn't write the directions down because I wanted to save enough room to show how we divide it. But basically it says you're going to divide this, and then it says round your answer to the nearest hundredth. Okay? So if you take a look, we have 70.544 divided by 0.04. So what I like to do is I like to do it the long division. You can do it whatever way that works for you. I'm just going to show how I would do it. And if it works for you, that's great. If not, you have a different technique, then do that, okay? So I'm going to rewrite it as 0.04 divided by 70.544. Now taking a look, there's a rule you must remember. You can, in your divisor, which is 0.04, you cannot have a decimal. So I need to change 0.04 into a whole number so that it doesn't have any decimals. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to move this decimal 2 places to the right. So now 0.04 becomes the whole number 4. Now whatever I do to my divisor, I must do to my dividend. So I'm going to take the decimal in 70.544, and I'm going to move it 2 places to the right because that's what I did with my divisor. 1, 2. So my new dividend is going to be 7,054.4. Okay? Now from there, I'm going to erase this up here, and I kind of want to put this up a little bit higher because I know I'm going to need more room, and I want to have enough room to do all this division out. I'm just rewriting it up here. All right. So I know that 4 can go, so I'm first going to start with our divisor 4, and I'm going to say, how many times can 4 go into 7? Well, I know that 4 times 2 gives me 8, so that's bigger than 7, so I know that 4 can only go into 7 one time. 1 times 4 is going to give me 4, and from here I'm going to subtract. So 7 minus 4 is going to give me 3, and I'm going to bring down this 0. Now I have to tell myself, how many times can 4 go into 30? Well, I know that 4 times 6 is going to give me 24. So if I do 4 times 7, that's going to give me 28. And that's pretty close to 30, and I don't think that I can get any closer. So I'm going to say that 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is going to give me 28. From here, I need to subtract. Well, I can't subtract 0 minus 8, so I need to go to the 3 and borrow a 1 from it. The 3 becomes a 2, and the 0 becomes a 10. So 10 minus 8 is going to give me 2. I am going to bring down my 5. 4 goes into 25. Well, I know that last time I said 6 times 4 gives me 24, and I think that's as close as I'm going to get to 25. So 4 goes into 25 6 times. 6 times 4 is going to give me 24. I'm going to subtract here. I know 5 minus 4 gives me 1, and 2 minus 2 gives me 0. And then I'm going to bring down this 4. So now I have to say 4 goes into 14 how many times? Well, I know that 4 times 3 gives me 12, and 4 times 4 gives me 16, which is bigger than 14. So I know that 4 can only go into 14 3 times. 3 times 4 is going to give me 12. I'm going to subtract. 4 minus 2 gives me 2. 1 minus 1 gives me 0. I'm going to bring down my 4. And then 4 goes into 24. We know that. It goes into it 6 times. 6 times 4 gives me 24. I subtract, and now I have a no remainders. Awesome. From here, all you have to do to figure out where the decimal place is going to go is you look at where your decimal place is in the dividend, right here, and you bring it up. Now remember, our problem said to round to the nearest hundredth. Well, as you can see, we only have a tenth. But if we were writing this out, from past the 6 here, it's just all going to be zeros. So if we took a look, well, this is our tenths. Here's our hundredth. And that's our thousandths place. So if we were going to round to the nearest hundredth, we would look at 0. We'd go to its neighbor. Is its neighbor greater than or equal to 5? Nope. It's less than 5. So the 0 stays the same and the rest becomes zeros. So basically, our answer is, you can write it in, it will accept all these forms. You can write it as 1,763.6 or 1,763.6. Those work. Also, you could just write it like this. 1763.6 or 1763.60. All these answers, whichever one you want to type into the answer part online, any of these will work. Any of these. Because they're all the same thing. The same exact decimal. But you could pick whichever one you want to put in. They will all work. For me personally, I would just take what I've gotten here and I would just put it in like that. But like I said, any of these here, taking a look, any of these here can work. So that's how to do number 1 and how to divide decimals. On Thursday, I'll post another video. I'll probably do number 3, but not do it fully because, hint, hint, there is more than one answer for number 3. All right? So it's a beautiful day outside. Make sure to get outside. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. I miss you all. And yeah, bye.